Guys, this is a good smallie right here. Good smallmouth. What is up, YouTube? It is the Ville Outdoors here. Today is May 4th of 2020. I'm here in a section of the Pickering Creek that I have not fished yet this year. This section is not stocked with trout. It's a pretty secluded spot, and we're going to be fishing for some smallmouth bass today. This spot has some pretty good holes that usually stack up some pretty decent creek smallmouth. I don't really get a lot of big creek smallies in my area, but if I was to say somewhere has the best creek smallmouth fishing, I would say this spot right here. So we're going to start off with this little Rapala Perch colored jerkbait right here. It's got a little tail at the end there. Not sure what that's supposed to do, but we're going to work this. I'm pretty sure this one floats a little bit. Yeah, it kind of stays up around the surface. So we're going to be throwing this around in some of the deeper holes today, and we're going to try and get some smallmouth to come up and smack this thing. So stay tuned, because today's video should be good. Guys, I think we already got a fish on. It's not a smallmouth though. This is actually a redbreast sunfish. Was not expecting a redbreast sunfish to take a jerkbait of that size, but there we go. Caught our first fish of the day. I didn't even think this fish was on, but there it is right there. Little redbreast sunfish. Let's go ahead and let this guy go. There he goes, back in the water. Cove in here with the mud bank on the other side usually holds a pretty good amount of fish. So let's see if we can get one out of here. Cast that right on the other side. Just gonna slowly reel that in. And there's a fish. That looks like a sunfish though. Yep, another redbreast. These things are a lot more aggressive than I would have thought. This one hooked itself twice, once on the top of the head and once on the side of the mouth. There we go. Another little redbreast. Guys, this is a good smallie right here. Good smallmouth. Let's get him up here. Gotcha. Woo! Look at that, guys. Nice creek smallmouth right there. Beauty. Let's get a picture of this guy, then let's get him unhooked. I had a feeling this lure was gonna work for the smallmouth, and it certainly did. We got him hooked right on the side of the mouth. I think we got two of the trebles in him. And there we go. There goes our creek smallmouth. Let's let him go. Whew, swam right in between my legs. Now to catch that fish, I casted right in the middle of this current here. It sort of gets deep right out in the middle. So I thought there was probably a fish sitting down deep in that current waiting for food to pass over top of it. I casted this little jerkbait out right on top of it, and it just smoked that thing. I thought I was snagged for a second because it hit like a truck. Whew, that was a fun fish catch. Hopefully we can get some more those size or even bigger today. Out today, we're supposed to get 20-mile-per-hour winds later in the afternoon. That's why I'm glad to get out earlier today. But they do say that wind sometimes triggers the smallmouth bass to feed. Now there have been days, windy days, where I've caught a lot of smallmouth bass, and there's been windy days where I've caught no smallmouth bass. So we're gonna put that to the test today and see if this wind can bring us some smallmouth. It already got us one, and one good one if I say so myself. So we'll see what we can do with the old Rapala jerkbait here. Guys, I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of far away, but right in front of me at my 12 o'clock at the end of my rod, right there is a Canadian goose, and it looks like it's bigger than an Andean condor, excuse me, because that goose right there is massive. I don't want to cross past that goose, so luckily it looks like it's swimming away. There's fish. There's one. There's a little small jaw. Not as big as that last one for sure, but he wanted that jerkbait. He just T-boned it. Got both hooks in him. There we go. Hook is out. Beautiful colors on that guy. Alright, let's let Mr. Smallmouth go. Oof. Splash me. Guys, just like that, we got another one. They are loving this little jerkbait here. A little bit bigger than that last one. Oh, look at that. He's got a little shiner in his mouth. You guys see that? Oh, there's the shiner right there. Fell out of his mouth. Don't want to deprive that guy of his meal. Oh well. There he is. Nice little small jaw. Guys, we got another one on. Does not look like a smallmouth though. Definitely not a smallmouth. This is a red breast sunfish. Just like those ones we caught earlier. Got hooked right on the top of the mouth. Let's undo this real quick here. There he is, little red breast. And there he goes. That's a better smallmouth right there. Not as big as that first one, but it's still a nice one. Ah, there we go. Whew. There we go, guys. Decent creek smallmouth right there. Hooked them right on the side of the mouth. Perfect hook set. Beautiful creek smallmouth right there. Alright, let's let this guy go. I did not realize there's a Canadian goose nest right there. Doesn't seem too happy, but I'm leaving pretty quick, so I think we should be okay. We're not going to come home with any missing body parts, I hope. Those geese are not happy. Right in front of me there's this lay down. It's usually a honey hole for some juicy smallmouth. So we're gonna see if we can get one to bite on the Rapala right here. Most of these fish are probably rolling in the deep right now, as Adele would say. So we might have to switch to like a micro lipless crankbait or something a little later on the way back to see if we can catch some more. But we shall see if we can get any more on this lipless crankbait. Ooh, that was a risky cast. Ooh, I just had one swipe at it. I just had two swipe on it. Come on. That was a risky cast too. That was right up in that tree. I don't know where those two just went that swiped on it, because they just disappeared. They pulled a Houdini on me. Oh my gosh. Whew. There's some over there. They're not playing easy to get. Let's see. Another risky cast right up at the base of that tree. Guys, we got something. It's not what we wanted though. Little red breast sunfish got a little more than it bargained for. It actually hit like a much bigger sunfish. But that thing's like 4 inches long and it took a bait about more than half its body right there, so that is interesting. Still waiting for that smallmouth over there though. He's not cooperating. Guys, we got him. It's not very big, but we got some. Took like maybe 10 or so casts, but we got him. He's got one more hook left in him, right on the side of the mouth. There we go. Just a little guy. Fish. Looks like a small jaw. Yes, sir. Look at those jumps. That is a plumpkin too. Not very long, but he is fat. Or she is fat. There we go. Nice little plumpkin. Might need the pliers for this guy. Hooked himself pretty good. Alright guys, there's our smallmouth. Going back in. Poof. He was off in a hurry. Or she. Can't really tell. Caught him right there in the eddy. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a rock wall right over here. And there's a little bit of a cove. And I cast it right in there, in that little eddy, and he came out and slammed it. It was right up ahead, but right in front of me on this little island here, there's another goose on a nest. I've already made quite a few mother gooses unhappy today, so I don't know. I think I might have to take the left side instead of the right. Maybe. I don't think there's any sneaking up on this thing, but we'll see. I might be able to maneuver around him or her without disturbing it. Just gonna get as far as on the other side as I can and try not to have my body ripped apart by a family of geese. Good fish. Swim under this little blade down here that has current rushing into it. It's pretty deep over here, so I switched it up. This is now a little lipless crankbait. It's weighted, it'll sink down in the water faster. And if there's a fish still down there, it might bite this thing. So I'm gonna try and pitch it in there without getting it snagged. And I think I already got it snagged. Yep. Oh well, so much for that. I don't know if I'll be able to get this out either. It's pretty deep over there. Oh, I got it. I don't want to go too deep. I'm gonna try and pitch this in there one more time. And then I think I'm gonna head on to the next spot. I'm gonna fish a bridge that's up ahead of me. And then I think I'm gonna end it on that, so. Fishing wasn't too productive, so we're gonna call it there and head back and get some lunch. Maybe I'll go back out later if it's nice enough. I don't know yet, but we'll see how the day goes. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We ended up catching some pretty nice smallmouth. The first one was by far the best. If you guys learned something or if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Tell your friends about the channel even. If you guys have any lure suggestions or place suggestions I should fish, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. As always, the gear I use, this is the Ugly Stik GX2 and the Daiwa Ninja 2000 LT reel. I have 4-pound Berkley monofilament on here. As always, the gear will be in the description as well as the lures. So, on that note, I'll see you on the next episode of the Ville Outdoors.